And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And today, it is the Barnes, Tony, Michael back on the saddle. How you doing, bud?
Doing great. How you guys doing?
Great,
dude, pretty good. I was just gonna say, like, I don't remember the last time it was these spots. Like, it's been a long time, no?
Dude, like you said, I don't think I can remember either.
In studio,
over a year,
you know,
dude.
Maybe at the Horseshoe.
Yeah.
But
no, yeah, obviously, yeah, Horseshoe for sure. But...
this is awesome though.
Yeah,
I have to say, especially when times are tough.
Mm-hmm.
With your sports team, nice to all come together, hash it out, figure out a way.
Hell yeah.
Michael, I didn't know. Did you want to go into detail? Like, I didn't get to hear your full story from before. I don't know if you.
No,
want
we'll
to
go into it, but I just want to fix Tony's shot real quick. So you guys can maybe talk about.
We can talk about my technical difficulties. Why I'm on the table today.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, dude. As sometimes people I'm sure know at home, technology does fail you. Yesterday, I'm working vigorously.
How close?
On my laptop.
Oh, actually, no. You go.
No, we were up to the food review, so quite literally, this is the Michael K. Beach Bash vlog I'm editing.
90%.
It has to be at this point. Yeah.
Wow.
Because after the food review, it's a couple more interviews. Michael K. show, and then that's it, dude.
Well, the car.
Huh?
The award we got.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Walter's Hot
Michael
Dogs.
K. show. No, Walter's Hot Dogs, different time. But,
different blog?
Vlog. Yeah, different
vlog.
Dude. That was the Playland vlog. Same weekend, next weekend, the following weekend, I think.
Following
weekend. But I'm working on this, and then all of a sudden, my laptop battery's almost dead, and I'm like, wow, it's kind of weird because my charger's plugged in, Brian. No ports working. Call Apple. 6% battery left. He's like, hey man, we're gonna try this one thing. Hold down these keys. Hopefully we can make it. Laptop dies.
This could get ugly quick.
And the guy, dude, you should have heard the guy on the phone. He goes, oh
and
man,
I said,
we were so close. Go. Like, I'm like, come on. Like, I guess we were close. Went to Trumble Mall. We made
quick, gotta go.
Went to Trumble Mall just to take a shot in the dark. They were tight. Part 3. So here we go. I'm in laptopless since yesterday, like, I don't know, mid-ish day, early evening.
All-time classic.
It really is an all-time classic thing. Because I guarantee you, I have an appointment 4:30 today. Go Apple Store. I go in there, probably fucking 2 minutes. The thing is probably turned back on, charging. I guarantee you.
But what?
Very good there.
Just giving your best guess. What is it?
So unfortunately for me, this did actually happen. I want to say back in December in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Got kind of lucky because I went right to the Trumbull one, and they were like, "Yo, we have a spot open right now. Like, we'll take you." So I got kind of lucky that day. The guy said that
throw a couple shekels up there. Could be a nice payday.
I know it would have been a nice payday because he was, of course, the guy starts with worst case scenario. Like, he's like, you got a new laptop,
tight
$700, very tight. I would be. But we did the whole like the certain reset thing just to reset the ports or whatever drive inside. But he did say if this continues to happen, you may need a new battery, $600 for the battery, something like that. So
we don't even know if it prefers a robot.
Honestly, dude. So it kind of sounds like, it could be a hefty bill for Tony today. But fingers crossed, just the classic
coming in hot.
Reset and we're out.
Who's fired up is Josh B.
Shout
out to the company. Rep the company. Let's go.
Dude. Yeah. So then now that I'm here, I'll get into my.
Josh is gonna be around to hear this. I feel like.
I think he will.
Yeah.
So Josh B, what's up, Prez? Rep the company. Hashtag rep
We're
the
ready
company.
for golf with you, bud.
Yeah. Oh, and bowling.
Yeah. We've got it all planned. So I was gonna call in this morning on the show. I know the company definitely was listening. They were talking about going to Bridgeport to do the ropes course.
Okay.
It's right by Shoe. It's right by the golf course. We could do a show here. We could go there. We could do golf. As Renee comes in back from vacation.
Renee Viviano. Oh, Josh can't wait. He cannot wait.
There you go. The applause.
Looking tan from her vacation.
Very tan. So anyway, I call in.
Oh,
First of all,
Josh.
the schmuck that was helping produce RJ. RJ's great.
Ty shaking in
No,
his boots
not
listening
Ty.
to this. No, I'm
Oh,
saying
probably,
listening to this
dude.
guy
Yeah.
that's producing.
Oh, dude,
Has to be.
dude. First of all, they're talking about how he showed up late, Renee, walking into the light first day.
I'm
Um,
supposed to do that.
Thanks,
you know,
Renee.
it's embarrassing at this point.
She's wearing like a penny, a football practice.
Yeah,
penny.
she's like going to play football today.
Yeah.
So let me continue.
Preseason's start next month.
Let me continue. Let me finish the story.
Oh,
Of course,
wow.
Renee walks in. So let's
Lonnie's
first of all,
riled up.
Lonnie goes,
Lonnie's
let's go.
fired
Hashtag
up.
rep the company. Bowling question mark. Let's not forget that. We definitely will. Don't worry.
Golf first. Though,
We're
Josh.
getting
Golf
there.
First. Golf
Let me
first.
finish the
Golf
story.
first.
So
All
the
right. Golf
producer,
first.
he comes into to work today in shorts. He's late. Whatever. He's a bum. It sounds like already.
Really?
And then they're talking about what does your friend do? Where he stayed in the city, and he's like, oh, he's in video production. He's like, oh, you guys thinking of starting a production company? And he's like, maybe one day down the line, in the foreseeable. You're not doing anything. He's never gonna do anything. He's a bum. He's a loser. And I'll tell you why. I call in when they're talking about Bridgeport. Okay,
Yeah.
Where are we from?
Bridgeport.
Our studio's in Bridgeport. Who did we just have in? Lonnie from the company,
Right.
very much associated with the show.
Yeah.
Who did we just interview at the Michael K. Beach Bash?
Lonnie.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. Lonnie,
I told
everybody.
this dude who's producing, and he literally tells me, call back later in the show. We're not going to get to that. And they were just talking about it. Is that not bad producing?
Rick would be so pissed if he heard it.
I think he would be a little tight, honestly.
Like, that's ridiculous.
You
We
would
were
say,
going to have a great
mustachio?
convo. We were going to, I was going to say it's a dude with the long, smelly hair. We got mustachio in the car.
Yeah.
I was going to say we would take him, we would do the show, we'd party, we'd golf, we'd eat. Metcha.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
What do you like? And that guy didn't do it.
I know.
Stop calling Tom names, Mike. Oh, no, Lonnie.
Oh, his name was Tom? They were
I
calling
call
Bowers,
Tom. I'm
right?
calling Tom
Bowers?
all the names, all the smoke, Tom. You're whack, dude. You're whack.
Now, how long is he filling in for?
I don't know. He wasn't there. He was just like a answering calls guy.
No,
I'm
I think
saying, like-
he is there. He's filling in because
RJ. Santiago's
is
on.
on maternity leave,
Mhm.
Okay.
paternity leave.
Yeah.
But I think he's back next week. They were
And then
saying.
this guy's not going to be there after that.
Don't think so.
Okay.
No, we're
Yeah,
making a
okay.
few calls. Shake my head. Wait, damn, I didn't know Tom did that. That man was half asleep and didn't shower. Let him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
let him be. What are you talking about? You have a job. He should
Yeah.
be fired.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let him be. Lonnie.
Imagine
Get out
us,
of here.
imagine like somebody calling in here and I say,
Tom,
yeah, we'll get to you later. Not right now. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but it's
I know,
even
right?
more relevant
But
than
no,
anything
we're
in
going
the
to talk
show.
about it later.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
gonna
talk about it later. Yeah, call in later in an hour. Schmuck.
Sounds young.
Go
dude,
take a
this
shower,
kid.
you
Sounds
schmuck.
like a young, like out of college.
He's probably
making
30. He's probably in his
excuses.
30s, like a loser.
Wow.
Like, look at that attitude.
I was just thinking about this. Did we ever? I know Josh, like he mentioned golf, and like did we ask him like how often he plays or how good he is? Or
No, he
anything?
did mention
no.
that he was not like great, but he does have clubs. I remember when Lonnie was in studio, you all were speaking of it, and I recall that.
Josh, if you would, I want to hear career low. What do you got for me? What's your guys' guess? He's saying
81.
Scud City.
Scud
But I
City.
think is he talking about his game or
His
is he talking
game,
about
his
Tom?
game. No, I don't care about Tom.
Fresh out of college.
Dude,
College.
it doesn't matter. You got to learn. You got to learn.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's how you learn.
No, yeah, definitely. You could tell again because it's probably like like, why didn't you shower? Well, I didn't have enough time. It's like, no, you had enough time. Just you didn't get up early enough.
Yeah, it's
Like that
lazy.
you didn't make enough time. You didn't figure that into.
He's one of those people that
into-
just tries to coast through life.
He's
You
just-
could just tell.
You
Typical
know,
out of college
in
guy,
a
dude.
life where there's many pet peeves, up there with anything is time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're
Because-
disrespecting someone's time.
Well,
That's
it's just
weird.
about, especially like on the radio too. I mean, if there's one thing I've learned, I'm sure you guys too, like being, obviously out there on a podcast or on a radio show, like the worst thing you want to, the last thing you want to be is like disingenuous.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, yeah, man, that's right. Like I was up late with my boy. Like it's a fucking early crew call. Like I didn't shower. I wanted the extra sleep. So I didn't shower this morning. I threw on
Yeah.
shorts because I wanted to be comfortable because I didn't get a lot of sleep.
And it's like, oh, it's early.
It's
It's
like,
not
don't make
for you.
excuses.
But
Like,
then just don't take the position.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what time you're going to have to get up.
oh, the adjustment to this and to that. It's always, something.
Right.
But
Right.
it's just like you kind of be real with the people. But I also, I do feel for a young guy who's new at taking calls. Again, like filling in at the DP show. there was just some things obviously I wasn't used to. There were some things I didn't understand, like people who called in as everyday callers, and I'm like, all right, I'll put you on hold, whatever. But I didn't realize who they were,
Right.
sort of deal. And then of course, I mean, there's people calling in. I remember one time, I think this is when Kyler Murray was getting drafted, and they were complaining about his hand size, he's short, whatever.
Yeah.
This guy calls in seriously, saying how they plan on Kyler Murray getting shot into space to orbit the Earth. And not being being in with no gravity for a certain period of time will gain him inches of height. And he read an article about this. He wanted to talk about it on the show.
Is that not the problem with America?
That is crazy.
That's lunacy. That sounds like a fairy tale.
And I'm like, I didn't know what to do, bro. I was like, what? Like, I don't think.
Michael, quick question.
Yes.
Are we talking Josh behind the course? Or are we talking? I don't even know what's this diagram called.
Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, Barnes is talking about a like huge muscular dude on the screen because we're making Lord Zed's costume. So I'm like learning how to draw them.
I thought this was for DTV Fit.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That is an in real time scan of Jay's body.
So really, yeah, exactly.
That's what his body looks like.
So I'm not good, low around 95, and I have not been close since. Ha ha ha. I will say I have been on the course more than 80 times. No improvements. Oh, well, that's great.
Listen, I'm telling Lonnie the same thing. Like, because he never golfed really. There's no judgment here in the golf. Like Mike and I are not good.
No, well, I am.
Jay, no, you're not, dude.
I'm the best.
Barnes is clearly the best out of all of us. He golfs every day. So it's not like it's gonna be like we're waiting on you. Like,
right. And but as you saw, it just such little things make such a big difference. I guarantee Josh, he plays one round with us. Next round, 5 strokes off, dude. Guaranteed, Josh. Guaranteed.
One hole.
We also have Kevin coming in.
Let's go!
Oh, let's go, dude.
He said, "What's good, guys? I told you Yanks and Mets suck."
I mean, Mets won last night, but
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm hurting, Kev. I mean, you don't really need to go there.
We'll definitely get into it.
I can't wait.
We get to it in a sec. No, because I feel like we were talking about golf rounds, and all of a sudden we're moving away from it. I was excited for Josh. I was saying Tony with the working out the kinks on the driving range.
That's huge.
Because I feel like, listen, I think the biggest thing that's helped me, and there's so much left to do, but at least I know that I've shown improvement, is that I feel like I just think about what cost me strokes. You know what I mean? Why I'm not scoring well,
right?
And I just like really focus on those things. Like for instance. You play like where I play right, by my house, Gaynor Brennan, the greens are usually fast. Right. All the time, I'm just hitting it way past the hole. So it's like, all right, you know what? Try to hit it short. Just try to 2-putt it. Chips. Why am I chunking it? Think about it for a second. I'm not following through. I just feel like it's like like with the grip, like, wait a second, as I'm coming through, I feel my hands rolling.
Right.
That it really it's tough, but I just feel like when you really focus on those couple things, makes a big difference.
I mean, for me, I definitely need someone to watch me. I mean, again, I can notice certain things. Like I can feel myself in my head if I pick up my head too soon. I feel myself.
That's one of the biggest straight up things that people can't do.
Right,
they can't do it. They can't leave their head down.
And it's like they also don't realize how exaggerated it has to be.
Yeah,
like you hit that ball and
you can't look at all.
Like it's like a solid one Mississippi.
No, dude, yeah. I would even say don't look.
No, it's 3 Mississippi. It's literally 3 Mississippi because every time, I kept my head down.
Yeah,
no, because you come through. Oh, my head's down. And then at the end, you just jerk up.
Yep, and
constant jacking.
The consistent jacking.
Consistent.
So consistent is the comments. I like the sound of that B, Josh. Says Lonnie goes double B was smacking those balls around with ease. Lonnie's laughing at that. And then Josh says, definitely never had anyone give me good serious pointers. Well, you're in luck. Always went out for fun.
And I can give you some pointers in bowling, Josh, when you come.
And I think the best thing with golf, it could be both. You know what I mean? Like you can make improvements out there, but have fun at the same time. Obviously, your livelihood's not on the line, but everybody, we all, being big sports fans that we are, former athletes, we're all competitive by nature.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? So it's like I think a
feel
mix
better
of
when
both.
you're doing better,
Yeah. Lonnie having fun with it a little bit.
Jerk up and jacking, he says. Ayo! I mean, you said it, Lonnie.
That's funny.
And I feel like another thing too, I was just thinking about it, like they were talking about like common things that like people kind of mess up. I feel like it's the overswinging. It's so hard. And a lot of times too, you in your head, you think, okay, this one, I'm going to swing nice and easy.
Right.
You come back slow, but when it's an avalanche going through. How do you feel like you are with that? Are you able to restrain yourself from overswing?
I think that's one thing I'm good at, because realizing, like, I think the first time I went to driving range, like when I was back home on Staten Island, some guy was like, literally, like, I'm hitting some balls, guy next to me, old man. Like, hey man, like, why'd you hit the ball so hard? He's like, you're just going all at it. Like, you just gotta stay just easy, just ease into it. And I did the next like hit, and it was just nice and smooth.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's sort of like that, like slow is smooth, but then like smooth becomes fast sort of deal.
Right.
And you just make good contact and you follow through with it, you carry.
Yeah.
But it's definitely interesting because, like, you know, when I was hitting the driver pretty well, I was like, all right, let's try and like jack up a little bit. And it's like, then you're like then like my driver was like hitting the ground before I was hitting the ball.
Because one thing follows another.
Yeah.
Your driver's hitting the ground. Then your head's popping up.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm trying to like.
Then you're jumping. You're really jumping.
Oh my God. Or sometimes I feel myself like I hit it and I'm like, all my weight is going backwards like this. I'm like on my back foot. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it really is just like you said, the little things, and there's so many,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Now, do you have, I know you haven't like played that much, but do you have like a round that sticks out that you point to that was like, you felt like it was your best that like you ever had, or something that's or a shot or anything?
Yeah. There was one shot when I was at Gino's bachelor party in Austin.
Uh-huh.
And I smacked this ball. It was like a really short, I don't know, maybe like 100 yards, honestly, like the hole. And like, it was dead on. Like literally, it looked like it was gonna be a hole in one. And it was just went over like the hole. And then like bounced off the green into a bunker. I was like, fuck. But like we hit it. Everyone was like, whoa. And it was like, dude, it was so straight and perfectly like height. And you saw it coming down, and it looked like from where we were, it looked like it was going to go right in front of the hole. But then it didn't.
Yeah.
But that was probably like,
it's so tough when you get close. Because to me, as much golf I play, never had one. It feels like it's never going to happen. And the one I was just speaking of, no lie, you have the cup, and then next to the cup, the imprint of the ball. That's where it landed, and it couldn't go, and it just rolled back.
That's tough, dude.
It's like, oh my God.
Did you see Steph Curry's hole in one?
I did see that. Yeah, Steph's pretty good.
He is really good, dude.
He definitely is pretty good. I think we got some stuff to catch up on here, Michael.
Yeah, so that's gonna be entertaining on the lanes.
Dude.
Your mother says hi, Aunt. Glad you're okay. Haven't heard from you.
I know, it's on the dock.
Hi, fellas! Exclamation point. Kevin Taylor. The Mets almost blew it. What the WTF? How are you up 11-4 and win 11-10? The bullpen sucks. Mets and Yankees need to pull off the comeback, and the Indians did in Major League. Let's get Vaughn and Serrano. Jabo. LOL. Jobu. Both teams can use Wesley to steal some bases. Kev, use Wesley to steal some bases. Lonnie says.
Wesley Snipes.
Well, there's always one shot around that keeps you coming back.
Yeah, dude. There really is, dude.
100%.
And it's nice when everything just goes right and you just feel it, dude.
Yeah.
100%.
You just know it.
Yeah. You're like, wow.
Really just know it. Michael, do you have a shot like that sticks out for you?
I have like a nice I want to say like using the
3-wood
4-iron or something like that, a nice right into the hole from, I don't know, 100 yards maybe.
Really?
Yeah,
I swear.
Where
AJ?
No, it's the golf course. It's private.
Okay.
Someone brought me on.
By the way, Renee, that looks unbelievable. Wow.
After the show, Brian.
Wait, so where is this private?
It's a private country club in Fairfield.
Brooklawn.
It's up in the boonies, the one in like Greenfield Hill.
I'm trying to think. Greenfield.
Fairfield Ward? Is that what that is?
It's not the one by Sasco, behind Sasco, not that one. Country Club of Fairfield?
Let me see what that is.
Is it overlooking the ocean?
No.
No. It's in Fairfield.
Because there's Brooklawn.
Hold on a sec.
Patterson.
Country Club.
I feel like it's Patterson Club.
It's probably Patterson.
Because that's like
No, it's not this one.
Because that's
no.
no. This is on the water, isn't it?
No.
This isn't the one at Sasco?
Oh no, it's this one. They have like a pool.
Yeah, but
Right?
that's not on the water, right?
No, this is in the middle.
That's
No,
not
like
Sasco. Yeah,
it's like up in the boonies.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
wow.
Fairfield.
Wait, so how did you get on there?
Dude, this dude I know, his family was a member.
That's sick, dude.
18
Wow.
holes. I've never sweat so much in my life. We
it
walked
was
it.
like July.
Oh,
Yeah, we
shit.
Did
walked
they
it.
not let you take cards, or
No,
was
it
it
was
just?
it was
like-
just hey, this is what we had for that
Wow.
day.
That's crazy, dude.
But yeah, that's what you do.
Never walked a full 18.
Yeah, well, I have.
All right. Walked a full 18 of mini golf.
a couple more comments.
couple more
Oh,
comments.
what do we got? Dude?
Hi, Tony's mom.
Oh, Lonnie.
Well, there's always a shot, one shot around. Okay, so
Yeah,
we
keep
said
going,
that. He may call to ask how to take a stain out of his clothes.
Oh my gosh.
My
Lonnie.
Mets got cocky. Mine is I went par, birdie, par, still shot over 100, but was an amazing feeling that good for 3 straight holes. Yeah,
That's great.
it really is. Hi,
That's
Renee.
pretty
That's what it's all
Lonnie
about.
says, wish you were there the other day. Tell the guys to let you read the card I have for all of you.
Aw.
Yeah, it's hanging up. Actually, it's by the trash, not the trash, the refrigerator. Which the trash is by there, but it's just funny to say like that.
It's right next to the trash, Lonnie. That's where that card is.
It's
buddy.
not. It's not. It's by our schedule.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh, that's funny, dude. So yeah, Renee's by the way out of the studio now. She's eating sweets.
Yeah, some sweets.
It's a classic, like 10:30.
Have some
Renee's
sweets.
That's those. cinnamon
No,
buns are
Lonnie,
so
you'll see when you
dangerous.
come.
They're
You'll see.
so dangerous.
Oh,
You
the
got-
sweets? Yeah, I know.
No, the cinnamon
pastries.
buns
Oh,
with the
cinnamon buns.
nut, like the fresh cinnamon bun.
Yeah, I don't like the nuts on them, to be honest, dude. I can do without the
Really?
nuts.
But even without the nuts, I mean, it's.
Oh, it's amazing, dude.
And then a little vanilla ice cream, Tony. Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, it does sound good.
But I feel like that was. Oh yeah, one thing too. And Josh, when you get a chance, you can get back to some of this. I don't think we asked him. We didn't ask him what his like personal best was on the lanes, did we?
Oh, in the lanes? No,
I don't think we
actually,
talked much about the lanes.
No, we didn't. I'd
Josh,
like to
if you
know,
could,
dude.
did you top Tony's 299?
I mean, with the way people were talking about it, I would imagine he's hit a 300 before.
That's awesome if you did. Yeah.
It's not totally uncommon.
No, definitely not. Michael. Oh, ice cream.
So good.
That-
Yo, Lonnie loved, dude.
It
That was
really
really
so
the
good.
But you're
cherry
still
on
tight
top.
on Mike with the chocolate, the mix, dude. You're
Yeah,
tight.
No, it was
why,
good.
though?
Why
Why
would
the
you do
chocolate
that,
force,
bro?
Mike?
Yeah,
Can
why?
you talk about this? for a second?
Why, Mike?
Because I just think it's good.
The best of both worlds you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jesus, Michael.
You like that?
No, but I feel like, yeah, I think.
Are you all right, dude?
No. When I multitask, trying to think about two things at
Mhm.
once, just doesn't. So I think it's a good time, Michael, if you could
Yes.
take us to the world of Major League Baseball.
New.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it, Tony. Yeah. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All
Josh coming in
right.
hot, by the
All
way.
right. 3 800s.
13
13
300s.
300s. Yes, 3 800
Wait, but why does it say
series.
I don't-
800 series? So like a series out of 3 games. So his
It
total
made
was 800 out of 3
800?
games.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could tell you that I haven't done that.
So it's a really good average.
It's a
So he's
very
really good.
average.
Tony's a little nervous, it looks like.
No,
yeah,
I'm not nervous,
I
dude.
kind of want to put my money on Josh.
Wow. I'm going Tony then.
No. I want you both to go with Josh.
What?
Yes. I want everyone to bet on Josh.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Tony's taking it personal.
Personally,
Well,
yeah.
hey man, you want to be competitive. I don't find a competitive bowler often. I haven't bowled competitive since college.
Wait, you
so-
don't think I'm a competitive bowler?
I mean, if you have a handicap, sure, dude. Yeah.
It's amazing you're saying no, that I'm not a competitive bowler.
I mean, yeah, it's possible. Any dog has its day, dude.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Tony.
yeah.
This
So
could
that-
get
Wow.
ugly quick.
So I'm just saying, it just means that you don't think I can compete out there.
I mean, just looking at the body of work. I don't know, dude.
The body
The
of
body
work.
of work, dude.
What's my biggest problem? That I don't spin it? Is that why?
No,
That's
I
it?
don't
You can't
think
take me
so.
seriously if I don't spin it.
Yeah, no, I know
Um,
it's ridiculous.
I mean,
I feel like
honestly,
that is a thing,
no,
though, no?
I don't think it's. I mean, it's not that I don't take you seriously. It's a bit definitely like look down upon people who don't curve the ball, let alone call it spinning.
Uh-huh.
But,
wow. Okay.
If I were to say,
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
from the very limited
Let alone.
experience I have watching you bowl, I would say, hitting your spares, dude. Spares kill people. Not hitting your spares, having open frames kills people.
It's true. It definitely is true. I definitely have asked you this, Michael.
Yeah.
What's your personal best?
Wow.
Bowling. We'll see. It's funny because athletic family. My brother Jake, shout out Jake, was a huge bowler back in the day, and his mother and that's the side of the family are big bowlers. So I used to bowl a lot when I was a kid. My best is like a 220. I think I want to say when I was like, I don't know, 7th grade.
Beats me.
Dude, it's pretty crazy how popular bowling used to be.
Oh, Tony. I had 3 straight birthday parties.
Because bowling. Well, not even when we were kids, but even like our parents, like everyone in my family, like my mom, my parents, my aunts, uncles, their cousins, and everything. Like they all were in leagues and shit. By the way, Lonnie says Tony's going to have stains on his shirt at the end of the bowling match. Stains from tears of defeat. Dude.
Wow. And then Kevin goes, me and Josh versus 2 of you guys.
Okay, let's go.
No. I know what it is, Tony. I respect my opponent. That 289 birthday story told me enough. Wow. That's awesome.
Dude.
Wait, wasn't 299?
No,
well,
technically, but we went bowling last summer for my birthday. I think it was 288 or 289.
You missed one
when
frame.
I was there.
Yeah, it was a second frame. I think I had an 8 spare. So I think anyway.
Wow.
And then I struck out. So.
Yeah. Hey, it happens.
Yeah, dude. It's always the one frame. It's tough. Dude.
What do you guys think it is with the bowling? Why do you think that people are tight?
I don't know. I mean, growing up for me, bowling had a negative, like nerdy connotation to it. I don't know where that stemmed from necessarily.
Yeah.
But bowling just wasn't cool, you know? But I think people never really gave it a shot, Bowling alleys in general are fun spots, especially like when you're of age.
Right.
Because you go there, you can bowl, you can drink, you eat some good fried food.
See, the food is the tough part because it's a couple of things. Usually, and obviously there's exceptions everywhere, but the quality of the food is kind of And then second of all, I mean, I know you could have wipes on hand and stuff, but like with the ball, like washing your hands, I know I don't have finger food, but it does create a little bit of an issue.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to eat while you bowl, realistically.
Eat after or just go. I feel like you go. So I feel like you either eat at a restaurant before or after.
I used to true. But I used to obviously, bowl a lot. Inevitably, I was eating a lot at the bowling alley too. And it's just, you got to train yourself to only use your other hand.
Yeah.
And have a napkin, wipe it off, dude.
Yeah.
But my bowling alley at home had a really good pizzeria called Gennaro's. Original one was around since like the 40s on Staten Island. That bowling alley opened, they put one in there. So it was like, I mean, you're slinging pies. It was just delicious.
But it was good pie.
Yeah, it was Gennaro's. It was like the guy who owned the original restaurant was there.
With this pizza.
I think it's actually still there too. And it was literally like any square, Sicilian, barbecue, buffalo pizza, dude, margarita pies. Unbelievable, dude.
We have another comment from Lonnie saying double B back to the golf shirts.
I was about to say that's because I'm golfing after work, Lonnie. I mean, if you and Josh maybe want to meet me in Stanford at the course.
Brian, you don't taste your food anyway. The way you eat, stop yourself.
My God, that's so funny.
Never eat and bowl at the same time. And then Josh goes really quick. Bowling wasn't cool, till it made me money. And the alcohol. Definitely the alcohol.
Dude.
No, but I think we're downplaying, and obviously, it's still, somewhat of a hike, but I feel like we're definitely due to have some downtime company outings in Stanford because I feel like it's kind of closer for them.
Yeah.
Not too far for us. That's got to be pretty closer to them.
For you.
Tony.
Yeah.
I'm just
saying Barnes
them.
loves that.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying because right now, if Josh and Lonnie somehow were able to clear their schedule for the afternoon, meet them on the golf course.
Where's the bowling alley by you?
Norwalk. And there's 2 in Norwalk actually.
Are they good? Are they Lucky Strikes? What are we talking?
Well, we've been to the one in Norwalk.
Yeah, we've been
we
there.
had a show
the Bolero.
Yeah, we had. Tell them about that. Josh would love that.
I mean, it was a good time. Again, if you're doing that, obviously we're there to bowl. Okay, we were there for the sports board. We got, I think, a game in. But it was fun as hell.
Yeah, no, and we just, I don't know. We should have just made it where What do you think it was? We needed to start the show earlier. Is that what it was? Because I think we started late, and by the time we're done.
I mean, hey, that was I think one of our first times going mobile. For the show.
It was.
So I mean, you talk about working out the kinks. You're in a bowling alley. You have a lot of adversity in terms of like where you're getting power from, the internet,
right?
Like, just typical
connection
foot traffic.
Was a little choppy.
Yes, of course. It's definitely going to be any place you go for Wi-Fi. I mean, it's going to be especially a bowling alley. It's not like they're equipped like with high-speed internet, necessarily. But it's tough, dude. Also, like, I mean, for me, and I'm sure, Josh feels this. Bowling in a big group is never a good time.
Really,
it really isn't. If you're trying to like bowl,
like serious,
like
bowl.
if Josh and I
4 to a lane,
dude, even
he even likes probably
like,
solo
4 to
go.
a lane, and not everybody's horsing around. I think that's what you're talking.
What
about.
if we have a main lane and a fun lane?
Yeah,
which one are you gonna go to, Michael?
Like if Josh and I are like trying to come on.
No, wait, you can't get like locked in. Like
the twos. No, Tony. See, that's now. No, I don't want to be your teammate.
Believe when I see it. Why are we teammates already?
Because you need a twos against
Kevin.
This
is an individual sport.
No, it said
dude.
Kevin and Josh.
I'll be down with that. What's Kevin like? Is he good? Kevin. What's
Ken? Party at the boathouse. Lonnie knows what's up.
He does know
Anthony's the best bowler. Watch out for Mary. We all know that.
Thanks, Mom.
Outings is what # the company does.
Hitting it on the head.
It's terrible.
Yeah, bowling in big groups, dude. Like if Josh and I try to have a competitive,
raise is better.
Like we have some things at stake here. It's got to be like one-on-one in the lanes, dude.
Everyone just wants to ask, how did you do that?
All I'm saying,
my God,
Lonnie says fun lane sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right, Lonnie.
No, but Tony, I feel like I could be on the serious lane. Like
I'm ready.
I'm like, why aren't you rolling the ball? What are we doing? I don't want to wait.
Yeah,
like, go. Just go.
Dude, it's so annoying when people like talk. It's like, dude, it's your fucking turn, dude.
Yeah. No, I'll be right back.
And then it's always the guy who's not good. So it's the gutters and it's slow down the lane. He's taking his time and
Wow.
And then that's the guy who turns around and he's like, oh, like, Tony, how do you spin it? Like, what do you do with your hands, dude? Oh yeah, let me just teach you in 2 seconds, dude. You're gonna get it.
Yeah, wow. Like I'm excited too. We gotta like have some type of fall/winter bowling series. Somehow we like some type of like downtime company league.
Yeah,
like something like that.
Yeah, we definitely need that.
Where we go. What do you think's like something that's not too aggressive, but we're there regularly? Is it like kind of almost like the horseshoe show?
Right.
Like do a bowling outing every 3 weeks.
Okay, every 3 weeks. I think it's pretty solid.
I mean, that's not asking for like a ton
and we
of
could do like 2-on-2 teams, and it's like the winning team, the losing team would buy dinner afterwards or something like that.
Yeah. I like how you like that option because you're going to be on the winning team.
Well, yeah. He's like, and the winning team.
Tony, tell me that your eyes didn't light up when you were talking.
Yeah,
about
sure.
You're thinking about dinner.
Obviously, it's
house.
like it's me and Josh versus all you guys. It would be.
But I mean, that's not
obviously that's what I mean. It's gonna be competitive. It's me versus Josh. We're on opposite teams. It's gonna be competitive, bro. It's gonna be a back and forth.
From your recollection, I know it was like a while ago, but when you've bowled with me, have I even? Because I just don't like remember, just because I haven't went that much. Have I topped 150? That you've seen, or that's probably my top.
I want to say you did have like a 160 something game. I want to say
that time when you okay, and then the other games were kind of weak. I just remember there was one time where I think it was that time, but one of the games was like brutal, and you guys were just like making fun of like my face, like walking back to like my seat, like after I would go. Oh man, that is funny.
Funny, dude.
Lonnie's saying, "Think Rick winning also, aka more stains." Like the grease on the ball? Is that what he's talking about?
I guess so. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because when I do wipe the ball on my shirt a lot.
Yeah.
So I do get a stain.
Tony has like what do you have like something that you
the rosin bag?
Yeah.
The rosin bag, yeah.
You got everything, the shoes, the bag, the other bag.
Dude, I have a ball bag with 3 balls.
His bowling nickname is the hashtag the bus. Well, Tony's is Twinkle Toes.
Wow, dude, the bus.
Did people really used to call you Twinkle Toes?
No, just my parents as a joke.
Or Michael.
Yeah, or Michael.
So is that not that's
Michael
serious?
Heard from my parents, of course.
That's his nickname.
Lonnie's talking about from the food after winning. That's where the stains are coming from.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if I'm winning and I'm it's if you're paying, I'm getting everything.
Speaking of which, I'm starving right now. Tell me you're not hungry, or
yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
You went eggs up?
No, actually, we Mike and I went on a little trip early this morning, Facebook Marketplace. Michael was nice enough to give me a everything bagel toasted cream cheese from Donut Inn.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what it is, dude. I think my body's just used to being hungry on this show,
right?
Because like I don't normally eat breakfast in the morning,
yeah.
And even that I do, it's like I'm still like I'm hungry right now.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. I was telling Mike too before. My appetite's been fucking crazy recently. Like hungry all the time,
right?
And I don't know what it is, dude.
Yeah.
Like I ate lunch yesterday. 20 minutes later, like,
Starving.
I'm hungry again.
Yeah.
What the hell is that about?
You know what was tough?
Transformation on the earth.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's Dr. Proper, dude. I'm telling you.
I had chopped yesterday for dinner. Literally,
Why do you do that to yourself?
I might never get chopped again. Like it's always been really good when I've gotten it, but I wasn't paying attention. And last time I got this, it's like a Mediterranean bowl. I think I was telling you about it
I
last
remember
week.
that.
But I didn't swap out the cabbage. I left it in there as the main green.
Oh.
And it was so dry. They didn't shake it up. And I know I went later at night because it was after golf. And it was so gross. I didn't even finish it, Tony. That's how you know that I don't like something. I didn't even finish it.
You should have a favorite next time. Mediterranean bowl, is that just like a salad, basically?
Yeah, it was pita chips, cabbage, chicken, warm grains, lemon dressing, but it was so dry and just disgusting.
Just go to Southport Pizza. Greek salad.
Greek
the fucking grape leaves with the rice. I know you like that, dude.
I could do it.
And the
do
pepper
they have an option to like add some grilled chicken in that? The Greek salad?
Yeah.
Have you done it?
That's what it usually comes with.
Yeah.
Okay, because but ours didn't, right?
Yeah, because we had
I don't think it did.
2 pies.
No, but I was just trying to remember like
No,
the
there's
other
a rule in
time.
there. 2 pies, no chicken, dude.
Southport pizza really is so good. Lonnie knows. He's
Lonnie
still
was-
full.
Yeah,
off that
yeah, he
pizza.
definitely still is. I can't believe he ate so much, honestly.
How did the leftovers go down?
They're
still
still
here?
Yeah, still here.
You
still
didn't have
here.
any of the leftovers.
No. I was gonna bring it here actually for us.
Oh, okay. I
So
got
as long as Jay didn't eat any,
Which
because I put them in the fridge when I got home. So it's
I don't think we can, assure that.
I don't think Jay would have eaten. He knows.
Yeah, he knows better.
He knows
better.
about like the situation and where it came from. So Lonnie, you want some leftovers for lunch? Come on down.
Yeah, come on down. We'll meet him in Stanford.
Oh, what do you say? Southport pizza, Greek salad, head crack. He said.
Yep.
Wow.
See?
Oh, and
He
Kev,
knows it.
Kev says I suck at bowling, but like to bowl. Well, enthusiasm is like half the battle, dude.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. And believe me, I mean, we, it's not like everybody's rolling 300 like Tony over here.
No, yeah. I mean, never have, Brian. But sorry, dude.
299.
One day, dude. It's gonna happen one day.
How many
Against
299s?
Just the one 299. But I've gotten every other.
Do you
score in
remember the
290s.
roll that?
Yeah.
What
Last
happens?
roll. So like my 12th roll. Like
Oh, so
literally.
you had all of them.
I had
up?
11 strikes in a row.
Okay.
Dude. Like I remember this. It was during league.
Yeah.
Not like high school league, but like the side league that you
Yeah.
were on. So it's a big league. So it's like a 48 lane bowling alley, and like everyone stops. Obviously, like the 8th frame is normally when people stop. The music stops. Everyone waits and watches you bowl. So it's like I get through the first 2 strikes of the 10th frame, strong, dude. Like just sticking to my line. 12th roll, I got a nice, beautiful roll, exactly where I wanted, hit my mark, flush into the pocket, solid 6-pin, just like standing there, looking at me.
What do you think it was?
So like a lot of people don't realize, like there's a few, I guess, misconceptions about bowling. Like one of which is how like wide the lane is. So like every pin is about 12 inches away from each other.
Okay.
Right. So people you see
It
from far
seems
away,
closer,
it looks like they're
right.
on top of each other, but there's
Okay.
a foot in between each pin. So your ball only hits 4 pins, I believe,
Right.
when it gets to the pocket. Everything else is just from like pin action.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, it's never really guaranteed that if you hit the pocket, you're gonna get a strike because you're kind of relying on that pin action. Sometimes the pins just don't fall like they should. And unfortunately, that was one of the times because I did everything right. Everyone, it's brutal, dude. Especially because everyone's watching you too, and it's like I'm sorry, and it's just like,
Yeah. That's tough.
I know,
That's
dude.
tough.
But I think it was one of my highest series. I think I shot like a 299, like a 256, and I think my first game was like a 220, 232, something like that. So it was like still a great day for me and everything, but it was tough not to get that 300.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes, dude, you see guys who like make it through the front 11, and then like you can tell that they're nervous and they're like their last
Gutter.
roll. Not even a gutter, but it's just like an absolute
Chuck.
like lollipop of a throw,
Mhm.
but they get a strike, dude.
Yeah.
Like they missed the pocket, but pin action, they get the strike at 300, and they're like,
Oh, I did it.
sick.
So before we talk about the Yankee debacle, if you could just put up Lonnie's comment here, I guess he's saying there's a nice place in Stanford.
We can go to. I have to remember the place, but it was nice. You guys can probably do a show from there too.
Now,
Interesting. I mean, you
feel
must
like-
know.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
Like,
was gonna say. I think we can come to the bottom of it. Now, is it a sports bar, Lonnie? Because there's like
Sports
Brick
bar.
House, Vinny's potentially, Bradford's, just to name a couple places.
It was pretty cool that Vinny, that Lonnie was well versed in Connecticut because he's been around here.
Yeah, with
before,
the
you know?
deliveries.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. All All
He
right.
delivered HelloFresh or something, he said?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Hudson Social. Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's right next to where Brother Jimmy's used to be.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I know exactly
Hudson's,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dope spot. That would be great. But all right. So we've put it off long enough, Tony.
Mhm.
Last night to my
I forgot that we're in the world of baseball right now, honestly.
Yeah. To my dismay, the Yankees blow it again. Just first off, I know it sounds kind of like stupid to even ask you this question, but were you a little surprised, like the fashion and just what happened last night? Were you surprised?
I mean, I guess. I mean, obviously, the Yankees offense was definitely an issue coming into this game. So you kind of knew that they weren't maybe going to score a lot, especially like, I know Sandoval has looked good this season, but his ERA is what? Almost a 4, I think, right? 4.16, right? And it's just tough because, I feel like recently the losses the Yankees have had were to pitchers that had like ERAs,
6 ERAs.
yeah, like above like 4, 5, 6, ERA.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, you kind of expected there to be a lackluster offense, but I mean, just scoring 1 run, 2 hits through the whole game. I mean, scoring once in the 3rd inning by a sole shot by Torres too. I mean,
barely got down the line.
Literally,
he
404
it.
feet.
He's been
dude.
locked
Yeah,
in. That's the one good thing you could speak of.
And then I guess like, I don't know. I mean, Herman gave up 5 earned runs. I was kind of surprised for that, to be honest.
One of the runs was on a pass ball.
Yeah,
but I think I watched till it was 5-1, and then I was like, I gotta go to bed. It was like the 7th inning.
Tough. Abreu looked good though. 4 Ks over 2 innings. But still, I mean,
can't hit, can't win. Stand in the outfield, still over 4.
That's really at the end of the day, that's really what I think the issue was for the Yankees last night was just their lack of hitting. I mean, again, you're sending out these same guys. Like, do you really expect LeMahieu to turn it around? No. Like, has Rizzo given you anything for him to be like, oh, I'm going to turn it around?
What do you think is gonna end up happening with Rizzo the rest of the season here?
I honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's tough, dude. I mean, he threw him at DH, right? He was DHing last night.
No, yeah, he was DHing.
Yeah.
Okay.
LeMahieu was at first.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I really don't think they're gonna bench him or keep him at DH. Because again, like, I think yesterday you said what McKinney can play first.
Yes, and then Jake Bowers as well.
Jake Bowers can play first, but I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Rizzo is the best defender in terms of first base that you're throwing out there, and it's like, yeah, maybe McKinney can give you better at bats, I guess. But I mean, DJ, I don't think is worth throwing him in there. Because I don't think he's giving you at bats. He was also over 4 last night. I think Rizzo kind of rides out the season, but I do think we hear of him struggling with some type of ailment.
And so Boone just lying because they've asked him so many times. He says 100% healthy, 100% healthy.
Yeah, but are you really surprised at that? Like, come on, dude.
No.
He is his answers to the media are so like politically like politician wise. Like it's always like beating around the bush.
And we could talk about this forever, but I just hate everyone's like, oh, well, he just sticks up for his players, but it's like, there's nothing to stick up for. Everybody is so disgusted. Everybody knows you're doing terrible. You're not sticking up for anything.
The writing's on the wall. Everyone knows that they suck. Like,
right.
You're just acting like you're just looking like a total schmuck up there.
Now, do you think though he turns it around at all? Like, has any type of good stretch the rest of the season? So right now it feels like he's not gonna hit a home run ever again.
Literally, dude. Maybe he gets a hit, like on a home run, So it's like, I don't know, dude. It's really tough to say, but I mean, you would imagine, someone who's had great offensive production and has shown power. I mean, he's got to like fall ass backwards into something at least, in terms of getting on a home run. You would expect some type of stretch. Have to
where he heats up.
Yeah, have to. Some type of life
because we got him for $17 million next year and then a $6 million buyout in 2025. So, we need him to turn it around.
Again, I think I really don't think he's healthy.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. I just don't get why if he's
all
not
the smoke and mirrors.
Yeah,
why not be?
Because it's like it's so bad. You would think he would want, if that were the case, that he would want people to
rehab and exactly and to know like, all right, like especially like I mean, they're talking about the whole season. Yankees getting the injury bug. Like, it's fine to be injured. You got injured.
Yeah,
like it's okay, dude. It's worse to not be truthful about it and to try and just battle through it. And we see with so many, like look at Marte, for example. He sucked this whole season.
Right.
All of a sudden, 2 days ago, he's been battling with a groin injury that he suffered last season.
Right.
And then he got
see that.
late night, last minute scratch for yesterday's game.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, why weren't you just honest from the get-go?
Yeah. No, I never understand that, honestly.
Neither do I.
And I know it's like there's still a lot of time left. There's a lot of peaks and valleys, but I just feel like, honestly, the past 1 to 2 weeks, I've went from the feeling where I know we're going to make the playoffs, most likely as a second or third wild card, to now where I almost feel like it's like we're going to be right at 500 and miss the playoffs. How do you feel? I mean, I know there's not anything good to make of recent, but
I mean, I don't know, dude. I think, listen, I mean, for me, a little bit on the outside looking in, I feel like you Yankee fans have been itching for some type of drastic change,
right?
With management, with your general manager, not making the playoffs. I mean, it's going to kind of force Hal to make that change.
But is that going to happen?
I
Do you think
so.
they're not going to make the playoffs?
Yes, I don't think they will.
And do you think that they make some type of significant move at the deadline?
I know we were talking a little bit about this yesterday. I could see them making some type of move. I mean, I think at this point, Hal, Cashman, Boone, I think they realize that their backs, they're in such a corner right now. They have to do something. They're going to make some type of move, especially with the way people are playing. I mean, anything is going to be, a good addition. But like what you were saying yesterday, I mean, I think their key is to bring up their younger guys, not necessarily care that much about making a big move, maybe some type of move, for the future. But I mean, you have all those young prospects, down in the minors. You talked about, Austin Wells. Peraza got, some playing. He played yesterday too, right? Third base, started again.
4. But I mean, I'm not worried.
Again, like give those guys their looks at this point. Bring all the young guys up, honestly, like as much as you can, because it's like there's no point of pushing out Rizzo the whole time. Having LeMahieu still start at DH. It's just there's no point of it, And again, like I also feel like we still have some time until Judge returns. I know it seems like his return might be imminent, but again, like, I mean, how much do you really trust that?
No,
it seems like it's all kind of speculation.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be by the end of the month.
Right.
I feel okay about that, but it just seems like no one else is like ever gonna hit again. It's like one of like the biggest. Like going into this year, I said, what is like the missing ingredients that like these championship teams had that we didn't have? Now the biggest mystery is like, can we hit the ball? Like I know some guys are done. Like LeMahieu obviously comes to mind. Rizzo, whether he's done or injured, same thing. But I do just wonder, like, and I know there's really no way to know for sure, but like just what's behind this? Is there a problem in the locker room? Like why is this going on at the end of the day?
I don't know. It's pretty tough. It's interesting because, Michael was saying this morning how much of an impact clearly Judge has, right? Just being in there. Of
course.
But I think Rick brought this up this morning early on, that in 2019, Judge missed almost 60 games.
Yep.
And the Yankees without Judge were like, I don't know, 42-18 or something. So it's like, I understand, Judge is your best player.
Right.
But I mean, you shouldn't have to need him to be a good team
and to get more than 2 hits.
Yeah.
And to not go 2-8.
I know people are talking about, like Judge's impact in the lineup and how pitchers pitch to the whole team. And yeah, obviously that's the fact. Like it's true. But I mean, regardless, like you still should have guys producing. I mean, again, like look at like the Angels, the other night with Boone decided to not walk Ohtani. Why? Because he had another good hitter behind him. Like clearly the Yankees don't have that. So it's like it should be like, like Judge is in the lineup. What are we gonna do? It's like your guys should still be performing. So clearly like there is a grander issue, whether it was systemic from just assembling this team, or if it is something like you're saying, like where it's a locker room issue. For me, I mean, I can't really see them having a locker room issue. When you think of the people that they have around, I mean, Volpe, youthfulness with Volpe. I mean, enthusiasm is like the one thing he brings to the team, and love it. Rizzo is a great clubhouse guy. Even DJ is. You got Judge still around the clubhouse. Like your pitchers are fine. Like I feel like the attitudes of these players, those are the mindsets you want to bring together, but they're just not good.
But you don't think like I could see it like there's no this is all just speculation, but I would think there would be something between the pitchers and the hitters. It's like all year we're carrying you. You can't pick us up one time. I mean, there's got to be some frustration on that end. And like just seeing Rizzo make out every time and Stanton making out every time in LeMay, like there's got to be certain people that are like, like, are you kidding me, man? Like, you're completely screwing us.
I mean, again, we don't know what happens behind closed doors, but I will say, I mean, I feel like the Yankees are always a team that don't look like that they're frustrated. You know, like the Mets, when the Mets,
I was gonna say they're so good at that. It's
Everybody
annoying.
talks about Alonso snapping the bat.
McNeil cursing.
You know how they're
Storm.
feeling, basically.
Like, you do. You vote back, like slapping around.
Yankees probably sign a contract saying you cannot show any emotion out
no
there.
beards, no emotion.
Yeah, literally.
So it's just like, obviously, it's something that the Yankees, they don't wear their hearts on their sleeve, which is great, dude. You don't want, like, especially in baseball, you can't really bring a lot of emotion at the door, just because of the way the mental game is and the way the game is played. But again, like, we don't know what happens behind closed doors, but as far as I can tell, it seems like that they still have a great mentality. I could see what you're saying about the starting pitchers being, or just the pitching and pitchers in general having issues with the batters and their lack of offense. But I mean, do you really think like Garrett Cole or like Domingo Germán are in there like yelling at everyone? I don't think so.
I have a tough time believing though they're not talking amongst each other.
Yeah.
No, even Cole. Like, I'm not saying like he's like attacking somebody directly, but when they're talking amongst themselves, I mean, how does he not say that?
Do you think like it's more like do you think they're open about it? Or do you think like Cole's like behind their backs talking? So there's animosity because he's being passive aggressive.
No, he does take me as a leader though, so I think he wants to support the guys. But everybody has their breaking point. Me, and just I don't know. Last couple of days, it's just really taking a toll on me. I just feel like I've planned my night around watching the game and going into it. As much bad things as I've seen recently, I'm expecting something different, and I'm not getting it. And last week to 2 weeks, I've expected to win every night. And I feel like tonight's the first night where it's like, I really could see them going 2 hits again. I mean, and not scoring again and again. Every at bat is a ground out though, too. Every single at bat. It's not even like, oh, he's hitting on the screws, but it's right at someone. It's just a ground out or a strikeout every single time.
Are we swinging for the fences? You think that's the issue?
I guess, but it's like, you know what I mean? And then people talk about organizational philosophy and, what they teach the hitters, but it's like, there comes a point that shouldn't matter. Like, that means you're bad. If you can't do anything, despite any philosophy or anything. I don't want to hear that.
I mean, you would imagine, with Sean Casey, there has been a philosophy change, I guess. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I just think like, I wouldn't really blame Sean Casey, I think, at this point for the lack of hitting. Obviously, we know what their lineup was before Sean Casey, and it's not like, I don't know, I didn't really expect Sean Casey to come in here and it's like, oh, wow, like all of the ailments are cured, sort of deal. Like you said, it comes down to the batters, to the players. You can instill whatever you want on them. I mean, they still have to play. They still have to execute. And if they're just not doing it, they're not doing it. You can teach them whatever you want. They're just not going to hit. And again, like you would imagine too, like, whatever Sean Casey brings to the table, I mean, it's not like he has some, godly wisdom that no one else is really seeing. Obviously, it's, that type of hire was obviously, in somewhat of a desperation mode. We know it's never really happened under Cashman, that, mid-season change. So it was definitely Cashman trying to change some things up. But again, like maybe it's the players.
Yeah.
Because clearly there hasn't really been much of an improvement, and obviously it's a small sample size. But like you said, I mean, you can see them just getting 2 hits again tonight.
230 team
against who the hell are they? Who's
Chase Silseth? He hasn't started, I think, since
bullpen
May.
Guy.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to relieve bullpen, but it seems like they were talking about this on Rick and Dave. It's like it doesn't matter who is pitching. Like they're not going to hit anybody.
A comment from Josh here says, what Judge are we going to see, though? He's not going to ever be 100% until he gets surgery. It's a torn ligament. We all know they don't just reattach themselves. I mean, I don't think it's not. Is it fully torn? Like completely torn?
I think it's partially, but
Right.
also, I
So
mean,
it's possible it doesn't
yeah,
need
that's what I was
surgery.
gonna say.
Yeah,
Like, it can't heal, so they'll worry about that in the offseason.
It may take a little bit longer, and maybe surgery might be a quicker option to heal the actual ligament. But obviously, then you're thinking of like PT time and stuff like that. That may elongate his stint on the IL. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like Judge coming back. Obviously, I don't think the Yankees are going to be in any haste necessarily.
Yeah,
like, obviously they want him back to perform, but they're not going to put him back in if he's not healthy. Yeah, if it's oh my God, because the last thing they need is for Judge to get more of a major injury.
Yeah,
because they brought him back too much too early for a season that looks like it's kind of slipping away a little bit. Which again, like it's still possible you guys can make a wild card. It's actually pretty interesting. I think maybe Talking Yanks posted this that they compared their record to the Twins, I think, who's first in the Central.
And they would be leading by
they would be in first in the Central.
3 games or something.
Yeah.
Which I mean is
but
true,
I mean,
but you're not in the
that
Central.
is
You're
such
in the
a
East, and you
hogwash
can't be in
argument,
last.
dude. Yeah,
can't be in last. First time in 33 years that they're in last place at this point in the season.
Brutal.
If there was one guy that's been embarrassing lately, and there's a lot of them, who's one guy that you could see really turning it around and having a strong finish to this season?
I mean, I guess it's tough. I'm gonna say Anthony Volpe, I guess.
Yeah.
He's someone who, we talked about him, not hitting well for average, not really hitting well at all. But again, you kind of expect those types of streakiness from a rookie player, stuff like that. And I think, he came out so hot onto the scene, so excited to be a Yankee. His story is phenomenal. I mean, he's someone who's certainly going to be looking at this as an opportunity to stand out.
Yeah.
I think he's looking at this as hey, I can pick up this team. And you're going to see him kind of dig deep and work hard. And I think he's going to go on a stretch.
Yeah. No, I could see that. I mean, obviously younger player, bad speed. So hopefully we get that. So Rodon gets his third Yankee start. First one was pretty good. Got knocked around a little bit last time. I think he'll pitch well. And it is an opportunity against Silseth. But I'm just really at a point where if they do, another 2-hit night, another 1-run night tonight, it does feel like they're never going to hit, in that they have to get rid of like a lot of guys.
I know it's tough because again, like I feel like when we were talking about this stretch of games here for the Yankees,
an
opportunity to win like every series, possibly get some sweeps in there. And obviously it's not happening.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the schedule looks like after this stretch, but I mean,
Kansas City at home this weekend. I mean, know, but it's like,
and then you
even
Mets
if
next
they
week.
have a great weekend, they sweep Kansas City, score a bunch. Does it really mean anything? I mean, I guess just to get some guys some confidence, like we always talk about.
I mean, I think again, like I mean, you asked about who's turning it around. I'm just trying to look at their standings. I mean, they're like a game or two behind Boston, maybe a game.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone in the division lost last night, I think.
Right. So they didn't lose any ground, but it was an opportunity to gain ground.
I know, and you didn't. So you're a game behind Boston. You're 4.5 behind Toronto. Wild card, you're like 2.5 back, I think, from Toronto.
2.5 back from Houston.
2.5 back from Houston. Oh yeah.
Game behind Boston.
So I mean, dude, it's still possible. If you go on a stretch, you can make a wild card. That's for certain. And you have the ability.
But why do we have to be the most embarrassing hitting team in the league? We're literally last in the league in batting average.
Dude,
why? Why that bad? Like, I mean, other teams have older players. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess that's the biggest thing. And then it's like a combination of things. But I don't know. It just doesn't add up.
I mean, for me to have such a drastic stretch of bad baseball, we talk about it so many times. The season is long. The season is tough on people who make mistakes. And that long season is going to really accentuate any issues you have with your team. And when I always see a big long stretch like this of poor play, you got to look to the GM and you got to say the team was assembled wrong. something you're teaching them is just not going well. So it's got to be management. It's got to be people who are in charge of the team, because we've seen these players excel at other points in their career. I mean, even just last season, and like I mentioned, in 2019, they did well without Judge. And I even think last season too. I mean, I think, when Judge was not around for, I think, a couple weeks, just like limited time, they still won games.
Right.
And this is not too long ago here. So it's not like these players are all of a sudden forget how to play baseball. I think you put poor pieces around, some of your top guys. You don't use Stanton right. We talk about that all the time. So yeah, like you said, it's a combination of things that kind of culminate to a poor team. And at that point, you gotta look at your GM and be like, hey, like these players you brought, you did pretty well last season. You didn't win, but you didn't really change much coming into this year. You got Rodon, I guess, right? You brought up a couple.
He's not hitting for you.
Right, exactly. He's not hitting. He missed a lot of time already. So, like, that's not working out. You didn't really bring anyone in to be like, hey, you can be our extra at bat. You're someone who can come in a pinch, get a hit when we need it, and bring someone in. You didn't really do that.
You don't even have anybody like that in your starting lineup.
Yeah. So
on the bench.
You didn't really bring in certain supporting roles, I think, to really bolster, a Rizzo type, a Stanton type. Again, I mean, you looking at Stanton as a whole player. I mean, the man is like a flawed player. Doesn't do well in the regular season. Does great in the postseason, which is great. But then, he also doesn't play the field. He's not a full player, it seems.
Yeah. But up until second half of last year, when he was healthy, he always performs. This has been the first time where he's playing, he's not performing.
But then it's also like when he was healthy. He was unhealthy a lot too. So
yeah.
I mean, I think just your team assembly is wrong. You got to look at that Cashman.
Yeah, and Hal doesn't want to do that.
It's so weird to me. Again, I mean, Mets are going through a similar thing where you didn't really bring in a lot of extra guys to be like, yo, these are guys that can change some things up and let us win more games.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got to give the Yankees a little bit of it sucks that they have so many injuries and stuff like that. But I mean, that's the game. You got to figure out a way to battle through that. Good GMs, good managers work around injuries. Good players rise to the occasion when other players are out. You don't have that. Yeah.
It's just, I feel so stressed too that it's like, I felt the last couple of years, little things here, little things there, fix that, get to where we want to be. And now it's like, it just seems like there's so much work to be done, so much roster turnover. And I know we could use the guy in the minors, but I don't know. It's a lot of ifs and whats. And I don't know. It's tough. And I just feel like, I guess if they have any type of fight in them, they're going to play a really good game tonight and should blow out the Angels. They probably won't, but they should.
I mean, they could. They certainly could, dude. I mean, you saw like the Mets, for example, last night. They scored double-digit runs after scoring 3 runs this past weekend. So
yeah, but they have the best catcher in the league. That's a difference. But with the bat, anyway.
Yeah.
So, but before we talk about that, a couple comments, Michael.
It's a tear, not a tear.
Yes. A little scud by Josh there.
Wow, dude.
Unfortunately, this team needs more than one player to turn around. Need those 3 players we continue to mention to play the way they played last year. Stash stealing the words as I type them.
Wow.
Josh,
one step
let's
ahead.
Go, baby.
And Josh, when it comes to Stanton, LeMahieu and Rizzo, in your eyes, do you feel like there's any chance that they do that? Or do you think that it's just they're going to keep sinking? I'm curious what he's going to say there. But while we give him a second to answer on that, Tony, you had a nice night last night.
Yeah,
your young catcher hit 2 home runs, helping my fantasy teams. So we're happy to see the Mets 11-10, just enough to defeat the White Sox last night.
I know, dude. Pretty interesting game. It was, I believe, I think it was Alvarez's 3rd multi-home run game.
Now, is it 19 home runs?
Yeah, 19 home runs.
He's gonna have 30.
He is. He probably
didn't even start the season with the team.
If he speeds up a little bit more too, I mean, which is very possible.
Could be even more.
But I think only 2 other Mets in the history of the team have had 2 or more multi-home run games. One being Alonso, rookie year, and then Darryl Strawberry, as Rick said this morning, which is pretty interesting. I thought that was a good trivia question. I didn't get the Strawberry. I got the Alonso. I was like, oh, maybe it was David Wright. Remember David Wright had a couple multi-home run games.
People forget about Straw.
So yeah, Strawberry dude, rookie season too. So
Doc and Daryl.
So looking at this game, Mets won 11-10, beat the White Sox. So there was a lot of scoring. I mentioned they scored only 3 runs. Over this past weekend against the Dodgers series, to score 11 here against the White Sox. It's great to take you through the scoring. The Mets, they start scoring early and often. You had Tommy Pham with an RBI double to score Nimmo. Alonso gets a sac fly RBI, and then Alvarez in the bottom of the first here. It's a 2-run home run. That makes it 4-0 right there. Right after Alvarez, they went back-to-back. Beatty with a solo shot to make it 5-0. The inning ends. Unfortunately, Carrasco, who I mentioned on the mound, could possibly just give you 4 innings. That's kind of what he did. I think he gave you 4 2/3. But in the second here, Yasmani Grandal with a solo shot makes it 5-1. The next inning, though, you got Lindor up at the plate, doubles to right. Nimmo scores, makes it 6-1. Anderson doubles after that, top of the third to score. Benintendi makes it 6-2. And then in the fourth, Mets just keep scoring. They score 2 more in the fourth to make it 8-2. Fifth inning, the White Sox score 2 off of a Vaughn ground out, which scores, Benintendi, and then a Berger double to left to score Anderson in the fifth, makes it 8-4. But you're still thinking, hey, we have a 4-run lead. Yeah, Carrasco's been giving a lot of runs. He's made it through, almost 5 innings at this point. You're into your bullpen, so you feel pretty good. Unfortunately, the bullpen does not do well, dude. It's actually funny. The 2 guys I mentioned who have been doing well, the young bullpen guys, and Hartwig. Hartwig did not really have a good line last night. But here we go, 6th inning. Mets kind of pick up the scoring again. McNeil with an RBI single to right, scoring Tommy Pham. It makes it 9-4. Alvarez, his second home run, 421 feet to center field, dude. What a beautiful home run. Makes it 11-4. And then 7th innings where things kind of get a little ugly, because the White Sox score 5 runs in the 7th. Make it 11-9. They score 1 more even in the 9th as well to make it 11-10. But thankfully, the bullpen was able to hang on there. Looking at the pitching there, Carrasco gave you kind of what you're used to for the most part. 4 2/3, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, only 5 Ks through only 82 pitches too. So, wasn't very efficient. Was also just getting hit. His stuff was hittable. It wasn't even that he was all over the place. Like I said, only 2 walks. 50 of those 82 pitches were strikes too. So he was just getting hit. Hartwig comes in for an inning and 2/3, gives up 2 earned runs, throws 37 pitches, which is definitely his highest pitch count as a Met. And then got the guy we got over from Seattle. He did not even last an out. Gave up 2 earned runs, 3 hits.
At least you absorbed Chris Flexen's salary for him.
Yeah, I know, right? And then Rayleigh comes in, closes out that inning. Ottavino goes in for the 8th, clean. Robertson gives up 1 earned run, late in the 9th inning there. The Benintendi single, but is able to kind of get out there. And thankfully, the Mets kind of skim by the White Sox, almost blow it. I mean, you're thinking again, like you're talking all time, like blown games if they end up losing this game. But again, they won 11-10. They scored a lot. That's great. But in reality, I mean, this is the same. This is the same Met game we've been watching all season. The only difference is that the Mets actually scored enough to win this game. I feel like, how many times have we seen games like this where your pitchers do absolute dog shit, and on top of that, like your offense is busting. They score 6 runs, but they still end up losing because they give up 10.
Right.
It just so happens that this game particularly, Beatty hit a home run. Alvarez had 2. You had some good positional hitting, and you're able to score 11 runs. But again, this is a game we've seen 9 times out of 10 this season where the Mets still score a lot. They can still score 7 runs, but their pitchers just absolutely blow it. Specifically coming from their starters. And then clearly, a bullpen like this, I mean, it's just not there. Hartwig and Gott should be pitchers that can come in who, like I said, have been pitching really well for the Mets, especially Hartwig. I think he's like 26 years old, super youthful, someone who you can see coming out of your bullpen for the future. Kind of getting popped here against these White Sox players, which is something that should not be happening. The White Sox, 14 games under 500, have struggled to score runs all season, I feel. They score 10 on you. That's totally unacceptable. And Carrasco, I mean, I understand, he's had his issues, but you still expect something better than just the same old Carrasco. It's like, just get him out of the lineup then. Put anyone else in, dude. Because if he's going to come out there and give you inconsistent starts, and every other start is going to be like this, against a poor team, too, against a not good White Sox team, you're giving up 4 earned runs and not lasting 5 full innings. You're not a starting pitcher. You shouldn't be in the rotation, dude. So, I mean, yeah, it's a win. It's nice. You love to see Alvarez just succeed. And you said he's best catcher in the league.
Maybe captain.
Certainly,
next year too.
like,
I could definitely see that.
Like one of the best, rookie seasons for a catcher I've seen. It's probably
pathetic by Pete Alonso, honestly, that he couldn't be captain.
Honestly, dude.
It
Why
really
do you
is
think
sad.
it is that they haven't gone with Alonso as captain?
I don't
He's
know,
not a leader.
dude. I think Alonso. Yeah, I don't think he's someone who is about
Too much of a goofball.
Yeah,
Alvarez is
yeah.
angry up there, dude. He looks like he freaking wants to
We
kill
know
the
it's
ball
he.
every
Yeah.
time, dude.
Could use him.
And yeah, I think Alonso
Mets.
has his own thing kind of going on, dude. There's no way Alvarez is ever going to go to the Yankees.
Honestly,
I-
like what the heck? Just
That's
give
what
him one
everybody said
person.
about Doc
I-
and Daryl. And where did they go? They
would-
went to the
I
Yankees
would
and they won a World
personally-
Series. So.
Yeah, but that was back when the Yankees were cool, dude. When it was cool to win the pitcher.
And that was back when the Mets were cool because they won a World Series with Doc and Daryl.
Oh,
Exactly. Oh,
the Mets still
right.
had their fair share of issues. Okay,
Substance
even though they
abuse
won,
issues?
Yeah, dude. Jail time, substance abuse issues.
A manager who
Yeah,
I don't even know what to say about Mickey Callaway, but you get the drift.
Yeah, dude. But I forget my point here.
Alvarez doing well. Pete, no good.
Not a captain.
No, yeah, I mean,
Lindor, selfish. The car, McNeil, the raccoon.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's something just isn't right,
Yeah.
And it's another perfect example of the team is just not assembled correctly.
Yeah.
It's the same shit as the Yankees. You went into this offseason after a great season, but obviously a piss poor ending and losing the wild card to the Padres. We had over 100 games that you won, and you went in the offseason and you acquired fucking nobody to improve your team. You doubled down on Vogelback. You doubled down on Marte, who, again, you wish Marte could produce, but I mean, come on, dude. You couldn't see the fucking issues. A lingering groin issue. You're telling me the doc in the offseason this is still a problem. Maybe you should look for a different outfielder. Oh, wow. Look at Conforto dying to come to play for the Mets or something, dude. There's people you could have got to put in right field that are better than Marte. And to come in here after the All-Star break and Marte to be like, yo, I'm dealing with a groin issue. The same issue from last season. So it was never good. You were never 100%. You're 3 years old with a groin issue, and you're playing horrible baseball. You shouldn't be in right field. You really had. I mean, that's Tommy Pham is probably like the biggest pickup. Honestly, he's been producing well. He's a good left fielder. He's has your best arm by far in the outfield. Not to mention he's gone on good offensive stretches, and he's the guy who kicked your ass in the wild card series for the Padres.
Right.
So I mean, that's a good pickup. But I mean, leaving Vogelback out there, obviously Brett Beatty wasn't, he's not performing the way you expected him to. You did let Guillorme go. You brought no one in for your bullpen.
Yeah.
You brought no one in really to be a starter. You got Quintana, but what do you expect from him, dude? Injured, couldn't play, dude. I mean, again, it's just a poorly assembled team. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, again, the only real pass you can get is on Verlander. Because, I mean, that's a good pickup. You're backwards against the wall. You're in a panic mode. You're losing to Grom. You got to pick up somebody.
Yeah.
Pick up Verlander. That's totally fine. Maybe you overpaid for him, but, I mean, what were you going to do? That was the money you're going to draw in.
Yeah.
So it's if you wanted a pitcher, who was your other option? If not Verlander? That's going to be close to what DeGrom could be like.
Yeah. It wasn't.
There really wasn't a better option. So you get kind of a pass on that. For sure. But I mean, bullpen, no excuse. Some of the players you put out in the field, no excuse. No excuse.
I think it's safe to say we're tired of being tired.
I'm exhausted from being tired.
And the problem is we care too much to just be whatever. We don't have that in us. So that's what makes this so tough. The fact that July's not even over with. There's so much time left in the season.
I know.
And then you think, all right, if you're going to write off this year, think about how long it is to get to this point next season.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Again, this was supposed to be
a really good year for both teams.
A World Series year for both teams.
What did Josh say? Quintana equal Montas.
Montas. I mean, right?
Pretty much. I mean, we'll see. Maybe he'll have a good second half with the Mets. I don't know. Wait, he's starting this weekend?
I think Thursday he's starting.
Thursday.
Actually.
Okay.
Let's see, dude. I heard Thursday, but who knows? What's today? Oh, today's Wednesday. Right, Verlander's starting tonight. Thursday, we got Quintana, dude, versus Michael Kopech.
That should be an opportunity.
Yeah.
Is there an opportunity tonight with Verlander and Toussaint?
I think so. In terms of, look at Toussaint.
You mean Toussaint?
Toussaint. Tukey?
Did they call him that?
His first name? Taki?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know. But 27-year-old, you'll get some of his stats this season. A couple starts here, but also mainly a bullpen guy here. But most recently, Atlanta, a 9-0 loss. He pitched 5 1/3 innings, 1 earned run. Looks like he wasn't even starting in that game though, but pitched over 5 innings, 1 earned run against the Braves. I mean, that's not terrible. Clearly has some good stuff, but again, you would expect the Mets to be able to score like they have been all season. Like, we're probably going to score 6 or 7 runs. It's a matter of damage control coming out of your bullpen, coming out of Verlander. Verlander's last start wasn't great against the Dodgers. 5 innings, 3 earned runs. Yeah, I suppose that's. I mean, at that point, it's really kind of Carrasco type of line, really.
I really do think he's going to pitch well today, though.
I think he will too. Again, it's not a Dodgers lineup. You don't have fucking murderer's row of hitters in the lineup.
What about Luis Robert?
Robert, dude. Obviously, he hits well. And I guess Benintendi hit well last night. His average, by the way, is 292.
Yeah,
on the
year.
year.
Sucks.
So I mean, they have some hitters, but I mean, again, it shouldn't be anything that Verlander couldn't pitch around.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch outside of Robert, try to get him the chase, get the next batter up, and strike that batter out.
I'm telling you, Verlander tonight, 7 innings, 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts.
I even think 2 earned runs might be a much. Okay.
Yeah,
honestly,
maybe less.
It might be less than that. So I love that. Unfortunately, though, you used a lot of bullpen guys last night. Again, you used Robertson. I understand.
Just use him again.
You have to use him again. Ottavino, I'd be a little weary of. He pitched, I know, a full inning, but I guess you got to throw Drew Smith out there.
Brooks Raley?
Really used for 2 outs last night. You should probably use him again tonight. So there you go. You got Raley, you got Drew Smith, you got Robertson.
It'll be fine.
I think you theoretically, Brian, should be a win.
6-2?
Should be a 6-2 win.
All right.
1 earned run from Verlander, 1 earned run from your bullpen. Nothing crazy. And you feel pretty fucking good. Maybe Alvarez another dinger. I mean, unbelievable. It really is.
He will hit another dinger.
He will. Off of Michael Kopech, dude.
Yeah.
I can see the hanging breaking ball over the middle.
But it's Toussaint tonight.
Oh, right.
You're jumping the gun. It's all right. You're excited about Kopech.
I am excited about Kopech. Toussaint, you never know. Was he on Cleveland?
I thought he was on the Braves, but I'm thinking of somebody else that has a similar name, I think. Or maybe I was just thinking of Tehran. I don't know.
Oh, Tehran, yeah. It looks like. Oh wait, no, I think you're right. He was on the Braves. It seems.
Okay.
He came on to the Braves, Cleveland for a hot second this year.
Okay.
I guess got moved. Cup of coffee here. Cup of coffee, Chicago here. So, yeah, let's go. Maybe he's a little fed up with getting moved so much, tired of not being on Atlanta, the winning team. Yeah. Down on himself, gonna be kind of pissed off, playing emotionally. Can't look at any pitches. Dunzo, dude. Dunzo. Popped.
Yeah, so last time I'm going to do this, if they embarrass me again tonight, I'm not even going to pick them anymore. You're killing me in the picks. I don't even have a shot. I'm down by 7, 39-32. 2-1 for you last night, 0-3 for me. I'm sure Tommy Fleetwood will be kissing the claret jug Sunday morning as well.
That'd be crazy, dude.
So I'm going to say Rodon will pitch 6 innings, give up 2 runs, strike out 8. Looking like the guy that we, signed to this big contract this offseason.
Right.
And I'm not going to go crazy, but I'm going to say we score 5 runs. Maybe the bullpen gives up 1, and we avoid a sweep, win 5-3, and then the start of a 4-game winning streak, sweep Kansas City, and ball game back on. I mean, hopefully. Josh even knows it's going to be tough. He's talking Braves. It'd be nice if we had the talent pool of the Braves, but we don't. But yeah, so I'm gonna say they get it done here 5-3. What do you got for number 2?
I'm gonna go Guardians. We were just talking about them. You have Aaron Savale on the mound. versus Rich Hill for the Pirates here.
Pirates got smoked yesterday. I can't believe Keller popped.
I know, so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
10-1.
Yeah.
And of course, the Guardians here going for the sweep. They scored 21 runs in this series in the first
They
two
have
games.
no offense. I don't know how they do it.
It's unbelievable, dude. And again, Rich Hill on the mound. So you would imagine, Rich Hill to give up a few, to not really last a lot, maybe 5 innings. And also, I mean, you're looking at this lineup. Jose Ramirez, the DH here for Cleveland, career against Rich Hill, batting .545 average. 3 home runs, only struck out once.
He might
out
hit
of
3
11
home
at
runs
bats, dude. Honestly, give me a home run from him. Maybe like a nice bases clear RBI double or something like that. I think he's gonna go off on Rich Hill. So yeah, you have some good experience in the lineup here in terms of facing Rich Hill from the Guardians. So give me the Guardians here again. I can't, I don't like 8-2, 8-3. I mean, I can't see them really like not scoring that many runs again.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way about the Red Sox today.
Let's go.
In Oakland. Bayo versus Waldichuk, and the Red Sox got embarrassed 3-0 yesterday. I think they're going to come to play today. Bayo is pretty well. That ERA down to 3.14, so he's really been on a run after struggling early on. So I think the Red Sox actually will return the favor and shut out the Athletics, but they will score 7 runs, 7-0 Red Sox.
Love it, dude. For my third pick, oh man, Trevor Williams pitching for Washington.
Let's do it,
dude. I'm not going to go Trevor.
Just do it.
It's ridiculous, dude.
See, Manoah got popped again yesterday too. McDonald's memes.
Really?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
6.18 ERA.
Dude, I think it's time to get him out of there, dude.
I think so.
But I'm happy because I picked against him. So
would you trade Lindor for him?
What?
Just ask.
Would I trade
Lindor
for
Manoah?
Why would I do that?
Future. Manoah's going to turn it around. Lindor's only going to get worse, no?
He's been getting better. It's like one of the best shortstops offensively in the league.
I think last year he had a better year, though.
I think you're out of your mind.
I guess we'll see
dude.
how the year finishes up.
Yeah. I think we will, dude. And then fine, take Trevor Williams. All right.
There we go. There we go.
Trevor Williams. I just feel like Trevor Williams is going to have some ridiculous start tonight, especially against the Cubs, dude. Give me Trevor Williams. I don't know, 7 innings. Why not? 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 8 Ks. Kyle Hendricks smoked, tattooed,
and then traded.
Gone.
Probably with Bellinger to the Yankees, so he can have an 80 ERA. Probably.
I mean, wouldn't you want Bellinger? Sure, take Hendricks.
Why not?
Bellinger, right?
Why not?
Why not, dude? So give me Washington there. I don't know, winning like 5-2.
What do we got from the Preds, Michael?
That sounds awesome, B, but do we really think the Yanks are all of a sudden going to win 4 in a row? That's rough. We look defeated.
They're due law of averages. And Josh, I mean, I look defeated right now, but does that not mean that if we get a couple good games in a row, I'm not going to be jacked up and ready to go? So you just got to hope. I mean, eventually, there's peaks and valleys in every baseball season. And of course, this is a very, very large valley. This is like below sea level. But it's due to come back up, Tony.
You know what they say, though?
When you open a window. Come
So there ain't no valley low enough.
Come on. Final pick, by the way. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays over the Padres. I hate taking 2 AL East teams, but I think that's going to happen. They both lost yesterday. We can't count on the Padres. We know that. Darvish. Tony likes to talk Darvish, 4.65.
You hate to see it, honestly, though.
I think Vladdy hits 2 home runs. Barrios, 6 scoreless.
Jose
6-0 Blue Jays. But Yankees limit the damage with the other teams winning by winning themselves. Hopefully that's what we get. And I just was thinking about this earlier because I saw, and I'm sure you guys have seen Nick Turturro's videos.
Oh, yeah.
Blowing up about the Yankees.
Do you like that?
He likes those. He shares.
Oh, you like those?
That's passion. That's what I even said it on there. I said, I want you to be the manager. I think he literally would be 100 times better manager than Aaron Boone.
He's a big Adam Sandler guy.
Listen, I respect the body of the work. I respect the Yankee fan. Can we get him in studio, Michael?
Yes.
Can you get him on the line?
Yes. Sick, dude. Yeah,
okay.
He has his number, right?
I really think we could get him in here.
Stanky's name speaks for itself. Kev Du Taylor.
Wow.
Back
to
the baseball card. That's what I'm talking about, Josh.
That's what it's all about, dude. I think you put a little too much confidence in Barrios, though, tonight.
No, but Turturro, I think we can get him in here.
I think so, too.
Like,
I think so, too. No, I'm dead serious.
And then
get a signed photo of him, dude.
Were you guys fans of like his acting work?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's
always.
hilarious.
Yeah, he was longest yard.
So I'm saying that's your favorite Totoro role.
Chuck and Larry is
Um,
probably my favorite. Chuck and Larry is
Yeah,
so
Chuck and
funny.
Larry probably.
What
Oh
about?
my
I
God.
think you weren't Blue Bloods people, right?
I have not seen that.
I've watched Blue Bloods.
What do you think of him in Blue Bloods? I think he did a really good job with that.
I think he does well.
Yeah.
In Blue Bloods. Yeah. I didn't see as much of him in Blue Bloods.
Okay,
But a lot of filming on Staten Island.
but I'm telling you, after this show,
He doesn't care.
we're putting it on.
Tweet it.
Not even a tweet. We're putting it up on the whiteboard.
Oh, as a
Call Totoro.
Call to Turo.
get his info.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't even want to tweet him. We want to call him.
Yeah.
Where can we get his number? You think?
Definitely online.
Definitely online. Just Google it.
Yeah, just Google it. No, we might actually have to tweet him, but I think we can get him here, especially if once he's familiar with the company, he'll be here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He'll be so pumped too for some fellow Yankee fans to kind of,
Have therapy with
yeah, that's what it is at
And,
this
and a
point.
Met fan.
to roast.
I mean, he knows Kevin James, obviously.
He knows Kevin James. You know what was funny?
You got
Actually,
Kevin James in here. You're like best buds with Kevin James.
I am
right?
best friends with Kevin James just by him being a Met fan. But hey, I let it slide for you too, Tony.
Rob Schneider's a real one too.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess so. Obviously Sal Licata on the fan. I guess like a
Right.
while ago, he called out Kevin James and said that he was a fake Mets
Yeah,
fan.
I did hear that.
It was on Twitter, and then I guess they didn't show the clip of it, but I guess Kevin James called back a minute straight ranting about all the yearbooks he has. How he's been fan since the 60s, how ridiculous it was that he said that.
Dude,
Wow.
dude, that is ridiculous. I mean, that's like watch King of Queens. He talked about the Mets in the whole fucking show. It's about Mets and Jets in that show.
Yeah.
Not to mention, names his daughter Shay. Like, is such an outspoken Mets fan. Not to mention, like, he's there at games all the time. He's all around the city. The guy's a lifelong Met fan. I don't know where Sal was.
No, but
getting,
Sal's
like,
an idiot. He really is an idiot. He
How
thinks
do you
he's
say
tough.
that?
He thinks he's big time. He's not. And then he had the audacity, and I tagged you guys in this yesterday, to tell Saquon that he should sit out. Yeah. No. Just lose $10 million, lose a year of your prime. Sit out. Sit out, Saquon. Sit
It
out.
was so sad hearing Saquon talking about his dream of playing like at MetLife for
Yeah.
the Giants.
Well, as a
It
Jets
is?
fan.
Well, he grew up as a Jets
He grew
fan.
up as a Jets fan, Michael.
and he was
He's coming
I
to the
know-
Jets.
I know, Destiny, yes.
Yeah.
But he was saying how like every day, not every day, when he would visit his family in Pennsylvania, he would be asleep in the car, whatever. His dad would wake him up as they passed MetLife, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play there one day, Dad."
Michael, everything all right?
Yeah, Mike.
Looks like Mystic from this weekend. Oh man, that is too funny. That is too funny.
Yeah.
Yankees win.
Oh,
Tony's tight. I
yeah,
bet.
I'm
Tony's
surprised
tight.
at you, Brian.
Oh, come on.
No,
That
I'm
was
kidding,
one of
I'm
those
kidding.
like, come on.
It's all out in the open, all right. Everyone's a target, dude. All right, nobody's safe.
Everybody's a target. Oh man.
But yeah, sad story with Saquon to just love the game. Like he's one of those stories, right? It's like literally
Yeah,
like,
he
the
cares.
perfect story. Grew up a fan as a kid. Dream was to play at the stadium. Got that dream, and now they're kind of boning him. And it's just like, what? Oh, is that? I can't say that. Now is that what? What? Is he not getting boned right now by the organization, by the league?
You know what? But
What do you think?
I want
I guess he did have an offer. Was it last season, or the end of last season, or the beginning of last season?
The bye week, and honestly, I'm just in all sports. Like baseball, they do a pretty good job. As we're gonna change the battery pack. Where I want to take the power. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I want to take the power away from the player.
Right.
I'm sick of it. I'm
Yeah.
sick of hearing them complain because you're telling me that you're not going to have millions of people who would love to take your
Dude.
job. I don't want to hear one word from you. Then don't play. Don't play.
I was telling Mike in the car this morning. We've seen a position dissolve like this in the NFL before. You'll get like fullback position, right? So that was used so much, and that is used in basically almost every level of football, by the way, pretty consistently. Besides professional, but it's like that fullbacks like they just aren't around anymore. People aren't going to be just fullbacks anymore. That's kind of happening to running back position.
Right.
Just kind of the nature of the game. And I'm like Saquon, like you want to be more valuable, like why don't you play some defense? Play both sides of the ball.
Right. No one tied you to a chair and made you be a running back.
But I'm saying, like, why not that be an option? Like, I mean, I guess Giants specifically is kind of tough because they do use Saquon a lot.
Right.
But I mean, like, if you end up going to a different team, be like, hey, put me at defensive end. Put me at linebacker. I'm sure he's athletic enough to play the position. Play both sides of the ball. You get all reps in a defense. You get some reps on offense. You're going to redefine your role in a team. Like, that's, I think that's what running back should kind of go towards.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Try to adapt to the game a little bit.
Yeah. So, It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Let's see though. I mean, other than that, Tony, I mean, obviously we know you're setting your alarm for the Open Championship coming up, I guess tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Are
we doing the flyover tomorrow morning?
Dude, no, but I was actually, I didn't mean to throw you off guards here. Golf outing tomorrow. So I need you guys to hold down the fort.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Why? You hear that, Michael?
What's that?
Brian's golfing tomorrow. So we're holding down the fort. Like you, I, and Renee.
No, that's fine.
Renee's got a big World Cup game coming up, no? Friday.
First women was 9 p.m. First women's world USA playing women's World Cup.
Where is the game?
9 p.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
Times are really rich.
Do we know where the World Cup is? What's the country? The host country?
I forget. I'm gonna watch at the Horseshoe.
Watching at the Horseshoe.
Oh,
They're
wow.
open.
Who are you going with?
You guys.
Let's look it up. Women's World Cup 2023. Group stage. Don't care. Looks like we are in. Oh wow, Australia and New Zealand. Australia and New Zealand.
Okay.
The United States is the only nation to host the Women's World Cup on two separate occasions.
There we go.
99 and 03. Interesting. I didn't know that.
No.
This is marking the first Oceania continents to ever host the women's tournament.
That's great.
I didn't realize they were referred to as the Oceania continents.
No. Neither did I.
Anyone?
Michael? No.
I did not know that.
You're a big ocean guy, right? Coastal boy.
Michael, anything to offer on the way out? Some deltoids.
Anything on the way out to
Brian.
offer?
Anything to offer?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Peter Rosenberg's a fraud.
Wow, dude. Where'd that come from?
I just saw his name come up on my phone, so just there you go.
All right.
Interesting,
I mean, that's
dude.
fair.
Oh, and Jets Super Bowl.
Jets Super Bowl. I
Definitely.
am excited for football. That's for sure. Hard Knocks. That'll be dope.
Hard Knocks is going to be dope, dude.
And how about these red zone parties with the company? How ridiculous is that going to be? I'm saying
It's
we're
gonna be unheard
watching
of,
red
dude.
zone.
Yeah, it's
oh,
gonna be
no, you
ridiculous.
seem like
It's
you're
gonna be like-
confused what I
Oh,
meant.
no, it's going to
Yeah.
be like ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. About it. They're going to want us to come to them, I feel, dude.
We'll go to Hoboken. How about that? I've never been to Hoboken. Have you?
Like ever?
No.
Yeah.
Is it? Everyone says it's crazy. Like,
It is actually really crazy because, when we worked at the network,
Yeah.
Secaucus, fucking
right
10,
there.
15-minute drive into Hoboken. Everyone everyone lived there. They had houses, apartments, dude. It's like a mini city.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Brooklyn a little bit. Great, dude. There's this Italian deli called Bienvenutos, I think. Like old couple, like 80 years old, Italian, off
Live
the
there.
boat, dude. Live there, dude.
Wow.
Everything, it's delicious.
That
Best,
sounds really good.
Oh god, dude, the sandwich is so good. The cake chef is there. The bars, dude. The drinking. It is. It's like a little mini, like Williamsburg. A lot of big brownstone buildings too.
Williamsburg,
like, beautifully.
Virginia.
Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Oh, I've just never
Williamsburg's
heard.
like a section of Brooklyn.
Kev's probably cracking up, but he does say Hoboken is dope.
Hoboken is
So
legit, dude.
sounds like Michael, an Aaron Rodgers
Oh,
Sunday
yeah.
in Hoboken.
And there's so many like,
Are you there?
dude, bars and restaurants that overlook downtown Manhattan.
Oh, they have them in Hoboken?
Rick and Dave are doing something coming
No
up.
In
parking.
Hoboken?
Now, is it possible to get a train there, or it's too complicated?
Yeah,
We got to get media passes.
You got the what the fuck is there?
The LIE?
train? No.
No,
path.
the LA. Oh,
The
the path.
path.
Everybody says the path.
Yeah, the path, dude.
Barnes tight.
You got to get there, dude.
Because with trains these days, how is not everything direct?
You would have to go-
So you shouldn't have to hop on
Yeah.
everything. You know?
Brian wants a train directly from his destinations. And
No,
that
but
is it,
tell me
dude.
that it's with New York. It's ridiculous. The subway, the
Right.
shuttle.
It is a little
ridiculous.
tough because especially
Kev says we could take the train
yeah, for us to be like Grand Central
to the path. Wait,
yeah.
but what is the path? Is that the LIRR or
I
no?
think New Jersey Transit.
New Jersey Transit. Okay.
I want to say I've taken it like twice, just going to Rangers games from work.
Yeah, but I think we have to drive, figure out our parking, make it easier.
Honestly, driving is. I mean, obviously, it's way more annoying to do public transportation. It does probably take more time. So I think maybe driving would be the best bet.
Josh is saying the path from Penn.
Penn Station, yeah.
Go to Grand Central, walk to Penn, or is that ridiculous?
It's not
not that ridiculous,
ridiculous.
'cause I feel like
42nd Lexington to like 30.
Because I feel like to go to like the Knicks or when we went to the Rangers, we walked
yeah,
to
Jack Dempsey's
imagine Dempsey's right now.
right now, dude.
Let's
the
go.
car bombs, the
Yeah.
burgers, the espresso martinis, dude.
Let's go. That and then we go to Hoboken after. That's just the warm up.
That's crazy talk, dude. By the way,
Now we're talking.
next season, hockey, we go like at least 10 games. Honestly.
Yeah,
like at
last
least 10.
year-
Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Last year was weak. We got to. The
They
thing
didn't
is,
deserve our business.
the
last
thing
year.
is,
Yeah.
we have to go early too for those games because they're cheap
expensive,
early.
bro.
Oh, you
No,
were saying
earlier.
the price of the ticket.
Yeah.
So expensive.
No, but honestly, I wanted to do this with you. I think one time we should go to Dempsey's, not have a ticket, and then buy it at the last second because you
Let's-
definitely
yeah,
get
we
a
try
good
that.
value deal.
Yeah.
Plus, worst comes to worst, we're at Dempsey's for the
Yeah.
game.
Watch the game at the Flying Puck bar right next to MSG. Awesome.
Better than Dempsey's?
Well, it's the Ranger bar. It's
Uh-huh.
not like you get food. You can get food there. I haven't really had there. I think I've had maybe wings there. It's like okay bar food.
Yeah.
Dempsey's better food for sure, but like, Flying Puck, they have like Ranger themed stained glass windows.
That's awesome.
everywhere, dude.
That's awesome.
So sick.
Josh trying to help out here. It's not New Jersey Transit. It's
It's a Metro New York, New Jersey entity.
NT. I
He
work
works
for
for NJT.
Very good. Very
So
good.
I
So he
don't-
could get us on
so-
the right
yeah.
routes, the right trains.
Sounds like a Port Authority type of crossover company.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's definitely awesome. And today was awesome. I have to say, once again,
job.
as always, shout out to the company. The
Coming in
interaction
strong
is
as always,
great.
dude, as always.
So excited for the outings, the golf, the
Mhm.
bowling, the dinners,
Endless
the
possibilities.
Aaron Rodgers Sundays in Hoboken. But all that being said, really like to thank everybody for tuning in today, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Costume, the merch, downtimetv.com.
Mhm.
Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Mets.
And we will see you.
Mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make